So very briefly, to round up my Springfield XD and XDM versus Glock argument, I just want to talk about the disassembly and internal functions of the pistol that I feel make it better than Glock. One is it comes apart like a SIG. You lock the slide to the rear, you pin the lever up, release the slide, pull the trigger, thing falls off. The next is the guide rod. This has a two-stage captured guide rod. The Glock is a one-stage captured guide rod that has a shitty thin sheet metal spring instead of these nice stout round coil types springs. And other thing that I really like that you get with the Springfield you don't get the Glock is the polished feed ramp. I mean, it speaks for itself. It's just a beautiful piece of metal. And other than that, I don't really have, and you gotta understand, I'm not a Springfield fanboy and I'm not a Glock hater. I've considered buying a few different Glock models, but I just can't bring myself to do it because for the same amount of money, you can have the same capacity and the same sort of a firearm, but just with a little bit nicer touches, better sights, and I feel like ultimately is more reliable. I've known a few Glocks that haven't fired or worked properly, and I've never really had any problems with my gun at all. The only problem I've had is I spray painted the slide, and since then, sometimes when you reload a magazine, the firing pin will stick forward and cause the next round to not go in. But other than that, I've never ever had a problem with it, and that's only started doing that since I spray painted it. So I'm going to clean the firing pin bore out and get it back in ship shape so it'll go back to working just fine. But anyway, that's all I have to say about it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, another thing I like about this versus the Glock, I like the stainless steel magazines. I don't like Glock's polymer magazines that much. They don't slide out and fall out as well as these, I feel. When you eject these come flying out of the gun. When you eject the Glock mags, when they're empty is what I'm talking about, they just seem a bit sluggish coming out. I don't really like that, but that's just me being nitpicky. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go fuck yourself.